Russian drones have hit Odesa, Ukraine, igniting massive fires overnight. This comes after President Trump expressed optimism for peace talks that are expected to resume in a few days. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky responded to the attack, saying in part joint pressure on Russia by way of sanctions and defense support is the way to stop them. Let's bring in Brian Taylor. He is the director of the Moynihan Institute of Global Affairs at the Maxwell School at Syracuse University. Thanks so much for joining us again.
Good morning, Vlad.
So new talks are scheduled between Russia and Ukraine next week. What realistically can we expect to come out of them?
Well, it's a curious situation in that both the Russian and Ukrainian delegations are going to be in Saudi Arabia to meet with the American delegation. It doesn't seem they're actually going to meet directly with each other. So the Americans are probably going to be shuttling between the two sides. And what they're hoping to agree on is what the terms of this stop to air targeting of energy and other infrastructure amounts to. And Russia wants it to just be energy infrastructure. Ukraine wants it to be strikes on all infrastructure. And so there's a bit of a disagreement of the details there.
So it's remarkable that Russia wants the United States to stop military aid. They want the Ukrainians to stand down. Meanwhile, there's no pressure being put on the Russians to do anything. Would the Ukrainians agree to that?
Well, I think the Ukrainians really would like a broader ceasefire at this point. At least President Zelensky agreed to that. Remember that the discussion last week was about, or 2 weeks ago, was about a ceasefire across the board. Then it was air and sea. Now they're concentrating on air, but maybe talking about sea in Saudi Arabia. But I think your basic point is right, that so far most of the pressure seems to be on the Ukrainians to make concessions and very little pressure on the Russians to make bigger concessions, given that they're the party that started the war.
And where is NATO and the European Union in all of this?
Well, this is an interesting part of this story because as the United States seems to be stepping back from supporting Ukraine and in some sense moving closer to the Russian position, the Europeans are trying to come together and step up and support Ukraine in a more determined fashion. But there are questions about whether they can come to unity on that and whether they have all the military means that they would need to provide that support if it comes down to it.
Fascinating. Brian Taylor, thank you as always, my friend. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Vlad.